Hello and welcome to the chapter number 12, that is publishing document using LaTeX. In this chapter, we learn about the two most important software, that is LaTeX and LaTeX. So let's get started with that. So first we understand what is LaTeX and LaTeX is. So both are the type setting software. Whenever we create any document, right, after putting too much content, we need to spend equal amount of time to format that as well, right? Because formatting is also important for the better readability and understanding of what document is, right? So these two software are basically help us with the type setting, right, and formatting of our documents, right? Both software are supported into the Skite editor, right? You have to install their packages with the Skite. So let's start it with the LaTeX. What is LaTeX is, right? So to use the LaTeX, you must have the text line, right? Text is a basic software. About that, LaTeX is developed. So first आपके सिस्टम में text live होना चाहिए, right? After that, you can use the functionalities of the LaTeX. Now, this is supported with the all basic text editor like gedit or Skite, right? In this, both are supported fully. Now, if you want to view the output of this, right, then you have to some output file format produced, right? So that you will have viewer software, which will open the formatted output. In this, you have to use different command to format your document, right? Document को format करने के लिए आपको बहुत सारे command use करने पड़ेंगे और उसका जो compile output होगा उसको view करने के लिए आपके पास क्या होना चाहिए? Viewer software होना चाहिए, right? तो उसके अंदर these are the title, to give the title, author name, date, ये सारे structure content है और उसके अंदर हम लॉजिकल स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट करने के लिए लाइक लॉजिकल स्ट्रक्चर दैट इज होल सब्जेक्ट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू द मल्टीपल चैप्टर सेक्शंस, राइट? तो वो डिवाइड करने के लिए वी हैव द कमांड लाइक चैप्टर, सेक्शन, सबसेक्शन एंड पैराग्राफ, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द मेन यूज? इट बेसिकली गिव अस द formatted output file, right? To view that हमें specific software is required or we need to print that file, right? In print we can also able to view the output. If you modified file, then you have to recompile, right, to view the latest update that you have done. So every time you have to recompile file whenever you make any changes into the document. Both are saved with the .tex. Right? And if you want to generate output into the PDF format, then you have the PDF LaTeX, right? So this command will generate the PDF output. PDF will give the consistent output across the all different devices. So PDF is widely used for the sharing any document, right? Now in Ubuntu, right, if you want to view the PDF file, then Events is that, which is the default software in which all your PDF file will open and you can read that. Now basically we have the three stages, right, to work with this. First we added the file, whatever necessary modification we done. After that, after every modification, what you have to done? Recompile that file, right? And after that you must have some viewer software to view the output. Gedit and Skite both support the highlighting facility, right? If you want to highlight any important topic, right, so it has the highlighting facility available. Skite allow compiling and viewing latest document directly within the editor. That means you don't need to have any extra software, right? Skite itself have the editing as well as viewing software available inside. Now, this is some simple example, right? How can you format document using the different command of the LaTeX, right? So in this, right, these are the different commands. This is a document class. This is a one command that start your document, then title, date. This is the begin of the document, right? In that multiple logical structure are there and it end with the end document, right? So this is the basic how you can format using the LaTeX command. So LaTeX is basically we call the markup language, right, that we can use with the simple plain text, right? Every command must start with the backslash, right? It start with the command. Now every command will give the two arguments, right? The argument that we are giving into the square bracket is considered as optional argument, and the command argument that we give inside the curly bracket, that are the mandatory argument. For example, the first line that written over here, right, in this document class, right, that means our document will start at 12 pt, right. This is a font size which is the optional, but article is the compulsory one. So it treats multiple white spaces as a single space. That means if you give more spaces, but in output you will get a single space only. Consecutive blank lines mark the new paragraph, right? If you give the multiple blank lines, then it will give consider as a new paragraph. Double slash is used to break the line within a paragraph, right? अगर आपको line को break करना है, then you have to write 2 backslash for that. It has some reserved keyword which are listed over here, right? This reserved keyword we cannot use as a content into the file, right? आपको content के अंदर कोई इसमें से symbol use करना है तो वो आप नहीं use कर सकते. Then what if it required? So if it required, then it should be slash with the backslash, right? So this is how we can use some special symbol. In this, if you want to use the sign like this, like less than and greater than, then again that can be used with the help of text less and text greater, right? These are used to give the sign in output like less than and greater than, right? In this, if you write the single quote, then simple backtick or single quote is used, and to give the double quote, normal double quotes is used. Now, we can group the multiple command within the curly bracket, right? Environment begin with the begin statement, right? This is consider as a start of the document, that is the begin section, and in end with the end document, right? So it start with the begin, right, and ends with which end section. Now environment apply formatting to entire text, right, and we can have multiple nesting of formatting available options. Environment we can write any equations, any quotation, we can write table, we have list, all types of formatting we have options available in this. It also support the advanced feature, like if you want to format your programming document, if you want to format mail document, or if you want to auto generate some document part, that all options are available. If you want to give any comment in that, for that this percentage symbol are used, right? Whatever lines that precede with this symbol will ignore into the output. Basically, document is divided into the two parts, right? The first part is known as a preamble and the second part is known as the content. Preamble contain metadata or instruction for processing. We can say it gives the general introduction what this document is about. We can say heading part as well. And the second is the content, which write the original content, right? That start with the begin and end of the document. Let's understand which are the different preamble command we have available. So preamble basically used to specify type of document. That means which type of this document is, right? The first statement in a preamble is a document class. You have to mention the document class over here. The table lists some of the document class available. If your document has some article, then you have to give article, right? If you are writing is a book, then it will give the document class book, right? This class is useful to provide the appropriate formatting according to class, right? So if we have slides, right, that is some presentation slides, if you have writing some later, right, then for that, and if you have the Beamer for generating presentation similar to the other software. So these are the some preamble class options available, right? So according to that, it will automatically format your content. For that, this class is very much useful. Document class is followed by the package declaration, right? It allows user to write package for additional functionality. If you want to add any additional functionality, then you have to install the package in this, and package can be easily shared using the comprehensive text archive network. The short form is C10, right? It automatically comes with the too many pre-installed packages available. You can download additional functionality from this one. Now, how can we use package? In previous, we learned how can we use different document classes, right? After document classes, the next section is the package. To use any package, we have to use package and package name, whatever package you want to use, right? We can use multiple package in a single document as well. Now, three pieces of information typically supplied. First, title, when the title of the document. Second is author, and third is the date, right? So generally these three information we need to apply. Title and author are necessary for automatic title creation of your document. Date is basically optional. If you are not giving date, then compilation date will default consider as a date. Now, next we learn about the document environment, right? That means how different types of document we can create, right? And which are the different command we have available. First, if you have any article or slide document, right? So in this we have only title for the articles, right? Which is followed by the main content. So to make the title, we are using title, author and date command, right? In this, no additional information is required. If you want to write any book, right, generally book have the three parts. The first is the front matter, we can say front page, right? The second is the main content of your that, and last is the back matter, we can say last page. So for that we have the command like front matter, main matter and back matter. If you are creating hierarchical structure means your book have the too many chapter, in chapter you have too many section, in section you have the too many parts, that kind of structure if you have. So for that again we have the different command: part, chapter, section, subsections, then paragraph, sub-paragraph. These are the different options that we can use for the formatting. Title is generally optional for the hierarchical elements. Then if you want to give automatic numbering, right, you have the sum list and you want to provide the sum default numbering system automatically. For numbering we have the different options available, right? Roman numeral, chapter sections, subsection, right? So using that we can use Arabic numeral हम देख सकते हैं, right, उसके अंदर, and in that you can use the numbering, renumbering when moving from chapter, section or subsection, right? उसके लिए आप define कर सकते हैं कि number start with the chapter. When the next chapter will start, number again start with the 1. That is renumbering. That is options again we have available. Appendix. So appendix के लिए we have the appendix command available, right? And after the book you have the appendix, that is mainly use the keyword that given with the page number, right, where you find this keyword inside this page, that is the appendix. Page numbering also we can able to give into the page. Then chapters without section, that is sections nahi hai, so in that front and back matter chapter, uske liye we can give prefix, acknowledgement and bibliography, right? They do not have any section or subsections. Stat command, that is important command, you can give with the help of the section that create the unnumbered sections. Numbering customization, if you want to give some custom number rather than automatic number, right, then set counter depth 3, right? Counter depth 3, that means first is 1, after that 1.1, inside that also 1.1.1, right? That kind of numbering also we can generate with the element numbering. Table of content, right? So previously that we have, for that we have the command that is the table of content. If you want to give any sequential processing, that is whole file will sequentially process one by one, right, pass by pass. What are the problems in the table of content? So it cannot know about the future chapter or sections when creating TOC. Initially you have the 5 chapter, so it create the all formatting according to 5 chapter. After in future if you want to add new chapter, but for that you have to again restructure whole document manually. Now multiple run is required, that means we study ke every time we edit anything we have to recompile again and again the same document. Automatic list we can generate, right? So list of figure, that means in chapter you have 10 figures, then 1.1 this figure, 1.2 that is list of figure, table, cross references, bibliography, glossary of book, index pages, right? That will basically ease the author's work while formatting any document. Now, what are the steps for creating this, right? So, if you work with the Sky editor, then these are the steps we generally use. First, we create the new file. For that, we are going to the file and new, right? After that, we have to save this file. After writing content, file extension will be .text, and you can go into the file and save to save the content, right? After that, we have to compile this file. So, to compile file, we have to go into the tools and build, and the shortcut key is F7, right? After that, if you want to view output of your file, formatted output, so for that you have to go tools and go, and shortcut key is F5 to view the output. And you can also do the customization, right? So the example includes some customization of the default books. You want to there is a default formatting generated, but you don't like that formatting, then you can customize that formatting according to your requirement and recompile and view the output. Now let's understand, this is a document environment that we studied. Now we study what are the different option या format available for the text formatting, right? So for text formatting, the first one is the paragraph formatting. So in paragraph formatting, we can format the page width, font size, alignment left, right, center, right? So these are the options we have available with the paragraph formatting. Next we have is the hyphenations. Now if you want to avoid the breaking word, right, that means some word like that's half of the word in a first line and the second half of the into the next line, right? If you want to avoid this, then this setting is useful. Non-breaking space, if you want to keep word in a same line, don't want to break, then you have to use a tilde sign for that, right? You can use different types of font with this, right? Serif font, monospace font, all the formats fonts are supported in that. You can also give the size, right? You can give the font size as well, and if you don't want to give, then these are the classes available: tiny font, large font, huge font, right? So these are the classes available for font size as well. If you want to give into the bold, right, then we have the text bold font, right? For italic, text italic. Emphasize font, emphasize class is that if you want to give all font in a smaller case, right, then text smaller case, right? If you want to give superscript and subscript, superscript, subscript, that means 2 raised to 3, right? 3 should be some higher side, right? Or H2 or 2 should be on lower side. That is a superscript and subscript. For that also we have the command text superscript and text subscript. You can set the line spacing, right? Which are the line you require between two lines using set space. You can set the single space, 1/2, that is 1.5, double space, or spacing by giving amount of time, right? After that, you can set the alignment. Alignment should be basically a left, right, or center alignment options available. Paragraph indentations, right? Indentation is basically give the same alignment onto the left and right. Indent or not indent, what you want to used. Then we again have the verbatim environment, in which output content as written including special character and command. That means all the command will show into the output. Program code listing, right? If you want to write the program, for that also we have the some software of a package available, that is the use the more verb package, right? That basically useful for the program code listing. We have the geometry package available, right? So that are used if you want to use the set page layout, right? Yeah, paper size, margin, for that this can be useful. This is one example. This is a package A4 paper size is that. This is the given the alignment, right? That is the indexing, top 1H, bottom, right, left, justified, right, geometry. These are the package available. You can set the paper size, right? Use that. We have the A4 letter paper size or legal paper size, right? Orientation, you want to see page in a portrait or landscape, that is orientation is also available. How you want to view the output, one sided, that means all output in a single page only, or two sided, left or right. Chapter rules, right? So chapter generally give into the two-sided and article generally in a one-sided. Now, if you want to write any mathematical equation, right? So for writing mathematical equation, again, we have some special format command available in this, that for using mathematical typing. So these are the package that you have to install, right? That is the AMS Math, AMS Symbol, and AMS Font for the mathematical formatting. This package you must have to download or need to check it's pre-installed or not. Generally, mathematical inline mathematical equation should be between dollar whatever equation and end with the dollar, right? Now, this is one example that given over here. This is one mathematical equation that given into the single line, right? The quadratic equation in general form, it given in a same line is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. You learn about them in class X, right? So this is a format like this. Okay, so this is one example of the how they format that. So you can also give the equation numbering, right? You can have the variable, right? Variable is simply any number or any letter will consider as a variable in a mathematical forms. The steps are the same. You have to create the new file, right? After that, you can save that file. You have to compile that file and you can check the output for mathematical as well. Just the difference is that you have to make sure the packages for the mathematical should be available. These are the some special symbol. To use the symbol, this command should be used, right? So these are the given over here, different symbol, right? If you want to use any trigonometry function, so for that, for using sine, this format is used /sine, this command for cos, tan. So these are the some list given over here for using different symbol. These are the different command that we have to use in our code. Then in this again, that is a superscript and subscript is required generally mathematical, right? So that are again we have the superscript and subscript facility available. If you want to give any absolute value, right? So absolute value should be between these two bar signs. Then if you want to give fraction, that is point value. For giving point value, we have to numerator and denominator part for our equations. For using square root, right? You have to write like this as square of this x. So it should be displayed like square root of b, right? You can give any nesting of operators, right? Equation inside another equations. You can use parenthesis, right, to overcome that. And again, steps using your editor will be same. Create new file, save that file, compile and view the output, right? These are again one more example, right? These are given equation with the number, right? So equation environment use generally equation package, right? Automatic numbering you can use, right? You can use the alignment as a center align, or you can give embedding, right? Equation should be embedded in your environment. What are the advantage of using LaTeX? So first advantage, it is extensible, right? So it can be extendable with additional packages. Built-in packages we have, but we have again many more additional packages for the different types of formatting. Second, it supports the mathematical layout, right? So it will very much useful for the mathematics, engineering or computer science document, right? Academic popularity, it is widely used in academic community due to because it's open source and freely available. Next is the automatic updates, right? So it automatically handle numberings, references, generate table of content, generate indexes and other element that reduce our workload, right? So basically this we are using for the formatting and it support the many types of different formatting with our document, right? It automatically format and it also give the option to customize that format, right? So that's all about this chapter. So I hope this is useful to you. Thank you.